just wanted to check in and give a little update on the status of my gastroparesis. If you don't know, gastroparesis is a uncurable condition that paralyzes your stomach, and it makes eating or digesting food and things extremely difficult, and then you run into an array of problems with malnutrition and all of that that comes with that. So like, you know, just dehydration and muscle loss and weakness and all these things, and exacerbation of other chronic illnesses that you may have. It all gets aggravated when your gastroparesis is not managed. So for me, I had gone through treatment options and things like that. I had a feeding tube, had 2 feeding tubes, and because of my mast cell disorder and my Ehlers-Danlos, my body rejected those tubes, and so that was not really an option anymore. So I went, doctors kind of gave up, I guess, and not sure what to do with me, so I decided to treat myself naturally. So I've been really working on trying to heal my gut, and so I've been eating a lot of fermented foods. I make water kefir, pineapple kvass, sauerkraut. I haven't made that yet, but I eat sauerkraut, yogurts and things like that. I eat a soy-free, dairy-free, gluten-free, vegan, plant-based diet, which for me has really helped with getting more nutrients over calories. I have maintained my weight for probably at least 6 months now. I'm running around 108 pounds. And when all of this started with me, I was 120 pounds. But when at my worst, I was 106. So I'm at 108. But I've maintained that. Yeah. So in the beginning, I was really only able to eat liquids and baby food and like mashed potatoes and sometimes some gluten-free toast and stuff like that, and yogurt maybe. That was pretty much it. There really wasn't a lot of options. But as I've been doing this, and if you don't know what I'm doing, you can look back, and maybe I'll link it in the description, but there, how I'm treating my gastroparesis naturally, it'll be down there. But so with all that, I've been able to eat some more, you know, different things. The options have opened up, and I have been able to eat quite a bit, and I'm very thankful for that. There are days where I can't eat a whole lot. There are days where I try a new food and it's a big disaster, and I can't eat the rest of that day. Sometimes even part of the next day I can't eat. So it's been a lot of trial and error for me, a lot of frustration, a lot of tears, but there's been a lot of joy. And so I'm over time have been able to kind of figure out what's kind of working for me right now, and I kind of staying in that pattern for a little while. And so what I do normally is I will juice a lot of my vegetables because I can't really eat them a whole lot yet. And so I'll juice those, and I have a protein bar that I finally found that works for me to help me get my protein, because that's where I have a lot of struggle with, because I can't eat meat. My body rejects meat. So it's called, I think it's from True Woman. It's very clean, very good tasting, and so I'm thankful for that. And so then I'll do like a starchy protein meal, which would be like some quinoa, some black beans, pasta, some vegetables in there, some rice maybe. Sometimes I don't do well with rice. And then I can have some fruit, like I can do apples without skin and like those little cuties, grapes, blueberries, and pineapple sometimes, sort of hit and miss. And then occasionally I can have a salad with like spring greens. So like leaf lettuce, not romaine, and not like iceberg, because that's really hard on my body, and my body just no. And then of course I eat fermented foods, so I still, I'm doing the kvass and the kefir and sauerkraut, and some yogurt, for my gut. And so generally that's what it is, and it's just really kind of basic right now, but it's what's working. It's helping me maintain my weight, and I'm able to eat some stuff. But like the other day I made a vegan lasagna, and it was good. I just have to kind of time it, because sometimes if I eat that, then for some reason I'm super full and I can't eat anymore. So I might eat that toward the end of the day if I don't plan on needing to eat much more that day, if that makes sense. And so it's just a lot of figuring, a lot of trying to see what works, what doesn't work. And so right now that's what I'm doing. I still do some sometimes I can do a smoothie bowl, but I've also found that if I do, for some reason, whether it be a smoothie or a smoothie bowl, my body gets so full, and it just triggers my gastroparesis to where I get a lot of the bloating, and I'm like full up to here, and I can't eat or drink anything else, which is not good, because right now I'm only getting about 30 ounces of fluids a day, which is really pushing it. Sometimes it's 24 ounces. I struggle so much with fluid. But that being said, I think my body has started to, adjust, adapt to being parched. So that's kind of neat. The human body is amazing. But so we'll see. I'm still trying, but it's just really hard. Sometimes it's I have to choose whether I'm going to eat or I'm going to drink, because I can't do both sometimes. Yeah. And I've tried all the protein drinks. I've been there, done that. Trust me, for months and months and months, I've tried and failed, all of them. So, except that protein bar. So anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm thankful that I have more opportunities to eat different things. So, like I said, it's still up and down. I still get discouraged. It's like a battle between hopefulness and discouragement. And it's a battle every single day. So it doesn't matter. This to me, I'm being able to manage my gastroparesis, but there's still no cure, and it's still a battle every single day to live. It's a fight, and sometimes it gets exhausting. And I'm praying for the day that I wake up and I do the things, and I forget I'm sick. My stomach, I'm not aware of my stomach. I'm not aware of my heart. I don't have a migraine. All those things. I'm praying for that day where I just feel good, and I have hope, because I do feel better. I'm feeling better. I'm going to feel even better once my heart things get situated, I think, and figured out. But I think we're going in the right direction. I mean, obviously, just being able to eat those things is a huge blessing, because I'm so over baby food. And people with gastroparesis can totally relate to that. So I'm just thankful. And, you got to do what works for you. Find out what works for you, because my safe food, the foods I can eat, doesn't mean that the other person over there with gastroparesis can eat the same things. And that person over there with gastroparesis and has these foods that they can eat, doesn't mean that I can eat. It's just very, very individual. So my advice is, if you're watching this because you have gastroparesis, is don't give up trying. And even if a food that worked for you and doesn't work for you anymore, don't give up on it. Try it again, and just keep trying. Just keep trying. I mean, me with this smoothie bowl is just the smoothies and stuff. I keep trying them, because I'm praying that one day they're actually going to work, because it's a way I can put a lot of nutrients and even in some liquid. So, but right now they're just not working. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to keep trying. I won't try again in the future. I will. I'm going to try again. And just with salads, I had a horrible experience with the salad, because of the type of lettuce I used, and I didn't just give up salads. I tried again with the softer spring leafy greens, and it works okay. I can't do it all the time, but I can do it sometimes. And so that's something you just kind of have to figure out. You know, if it works, doesn't mean you eat it all the time every single day, because, you know, sometimes if it works, it just means you can eat it maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks. But it still gives you some variety. It gives you something different. So, so keep trying. Don't give up. I know it is very, very hard with this illness. It is a maddening, stressful thing trying to figure out how to survive, how to live, how to feed yourself. Because doctors, a lot of them, they just don't know, and there's not a lot of options. So, but anyway, that's my update, and I'm thankful things are going in the right direction. And I thank you for stopping by and watching this, and I will see you in the next video. Blessings and shalom.